Good evening, everyone, and we want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
What's going on, everybody? Raheem the Dream here. Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir. So let me see. Man, it's a lot of things going on in this market right now. I'll say that. We
Absolutely.
we seeing,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Factors still getting played in as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
External factors.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is like so we have a lot of stuff that's going on that's not signaling that this market should be going higher. Historically, it's signaling that this thing shouldn't be going higher, but it is going higher. So maybe this is a change of scene, or maybe history will repeat itself. So we will find out because right now, the interest rates, the bond markets are definitely showing that we got an inversion going on, man. They're signaling that a recession is going on. Or not going on. Let me not say it that way. One is coming. It predicts.
Yeah. Hey, that's quite interesting, man, because, hey, we've been going up all these years, so we go up, got to come down sometimes.
Yeah. And I really don't think that it's gonna be like a recession, to be honest. I don't think like we're just gonna like hit just bad times and things are just falling out and we're just having all bad things happening. But I do feel that we're just gonna see a pullback. Like pullback is definitely warranted now. We've seen a major up run for like the last 2 weeks, and it's been on a tear. You know?
Man, we know it's a pullback coming. Basically, what's going on is that we went into the markets went into a correction mode, and what we're seeing right now is a 618 retracement on the SPY, and we I think we just eclipsed the 50% retracement on the Nasdaq right now, so they're lagging behind the SPY right now. So we're gonna see a dip that we're gonna see that dip on the SPY if it hadn't already started. It's getting ready to. I know we were starting to eclipse that on Friday, and we're getting close to that on the Nasdaq. So definitely gonna see a dip. But
Hey,
if you look at moving averages, you would have probably saw that coming anyway. When everybody thought that we hit the bottom and we were coming back up, I knew that wasn't the case because we saw the 20-day moving average on the daily chart move below the 200, but the 50-day moving average got close, but it never dropped below the 200-day moving average. So I knew that we were coming for one more stint to the downside before we really started to go into recovery mode.
Yeah.
hey, I feel like the Fed's feeling at this point, man, it's gonna be us or them. And they saying it's gonna be us. They raising the rates aggressively.
Yeah.
Hey, you know they passed the book, man. Hey, everything go up. Manufacturing go up. The cost to make something goes up. Hey, they just pass it on to the consumer. I'm keeping my
Mhm.
profit margins.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, those interest rates, man, those things are definitely on a tear to the upside. And that's why we're seeing that inversion now because the 2 year yields are higher than the 10-year yields now. And you never really see the short term higher than the long term until you see these inversions. And the reason is because they feel like slow growth is coming in the long term. So you buy bonds and those long term bonds. So when you buy those, of course, that drags the prices down because you're trying to capitalize on the higher rates right now. So if you're buying those, you're gonna drag those interest rates down. And if you feel that interest rates are about to go up in the near term, though, you're gonna sell these near term ones, and that's gonna pump these up. And boom, that's how you start getting that curve that's supposed to be like this and now it flips and now you got that inversion going on now. So that right there is a powerful move because I was looking at the futures on interest rate on the treasury rates on the 2 year and the 10 year, and those things have been just tanking out, like going down crazy. So that means that the rates are popping because the rates and the prices move inverse of each other.
Yeah, but hey, I'm just waiting on my entry for the market to really turn around. I'm just going, hey,
Hey, that's why I hadn't started
oh,
started up on my swing trading. I like the market is too volatile for me right now because it's near that bottom and it don't know if it want to take off in 1 second to take off and it'll go down.
mhm.
Like that's when really why I started getting into the whole day trading thing was because man, like every time you can't call tops and bottoms and you think you at the bottom and everything like the tech stocks about to hit that growth or whatever and they about to take off and then all of a sudden, boom, they going back down. I was like, man, I don't trust it. I even got in AstraZeneca Friday because I thought it was about to tank down. I hadn't even checked it yet to see if it actually went down. I held that one overnight, and then of course, first thing this morning, I see it starting to go up like on a little bit more of a tier. It's been going up for 9 days in a row. Same thing with Apple. I've been looking at a lot of top reversals and bottom reversals on the daily charts. Like, it's hard to predict right now.
Tesla is another one. Tesla has been on a tear. Like that thing is ridiculous how much it's up. I think it's up. It has to be up over 40% now. Over a small percentage. I'm thinking like not even 3 weeks.
Man, Tesla up over like 1,000. I think could be headed to 1,100.
It's at 1100 right now.
Goodness gracious.
Dang.
Remember that when it was 800 a year and a half ago?
That's what I'm saying. Like it was literally just that a couple days ago. Like
Mhm.
I've been messing around with it. I had a short on it, but when I saw the news this morning, of course I had to close it. But yeah, like I'm not gonna hold on to anything like that. I'm just gonna keep letting that thing ride to the top.
Yeah, that upswing
Cause
this
they
morning
also
was
got
vicious.
news. They got news. I'm sorry, they got news of a split. They're
Uh-huh.
trying to do a split again.
They need to split it so that the poor people like me can afford it. I
I know
mean,
y'all
'cause, I
seen
mean,
these
think about it. $1,000 per share. I mean, come on now. That's ridiculous.
change, right? I know
Hey,
y'all
that's
seen
why
these.
Amazon said they're about to split too because they said that 2003. What is it? 2000 or $3,000?
Too much.
It's one of them. Hey, you better get in on them option plays like how I do, man. I don't pay more than $200 for some sometimes.
Man, them options they good, but it's high risk,
Right.
It
high
depends.
reward.
You got to get them. I'm
It's
not buying
low
anything that's
risk, huh?
expiring tomorrow or expiring this week. I'm getting
Yeah,
stuff that got some weeks to expire, and then I'm getting them at opportune times. Let them go ahead and do what they do, and then I got plenty of time for this stuff to work. I don't want to
Yeah,
be in a trade longer than the expiration date that I got on this thing anyway. If I'm holding on to trades that long, then man, I'm doing too much.
Hmm.
man. I tell you one thing, yeah, I'm definitely not. I got a few entries on some things at this low, but I didn't load up my portfolio for the next growth to the upside. I know a lot of people are actually really buying this dip for a long term hold, but like I was saying, man, I think right now the best thing you could do is just play the volatility
oh yeah,
because
oh yeah.
All, all the
this ain't finna keep. It ain't taking off like you said, Jerome. It's been some stuff that really, really get going, and it just stopped because the market slowed down.
Yeah, I'm playing stuff day to day. Like I look at it. I got like a gap up, gap down list or whatever. Like I don't care what it did a week ago. I don't care how cheap it is or whatever. Like I'm just looking at the news and just playing it for like that day. I'm not looking past that day. All I know and all I care about is that hey, this thing has a ton of volume on it,
Mhm.
and I'm finna make money on it.
Exactly.
yeah. That's why I was saying. I know y'all have seen these AMC and GameStop movements.
Oh, man.
Again, here we go again.
Hey, when
With that,
no company ain't making money, we can depend on the meme stocks.
yeah. Hey,
Exactly.
Play had earnings today. Dave and Buster's. You remember when that one ran off?
Yep.
I didn't get
Yep.
I didn't get a chance to check today to see what happened with that one, but Beyond Meat was another one that was trending
Mhm.
this morning. I think
Sure.
BlackBerry had
Yeah,
some
they got earnings.
high volume.
Yeah, they had earnings. I know.
And then on pot stocks, man, I was on stock twits, man. They all over the place for that one. Tilray, CGC, there's
Yeah.
another one,
Yeah.
Canopy Growth.
Thing
Mhm.
is, they're doing good right now, but they're not gonna sustain because they're getting through the House, and of course this
Yeah,
bill
they
is gonna get through the House again, but it's not gonna get through the
got
Senate, and
shot
that's the
down in the
thing.
Senate
Yeah.
last time, and they think that's what's gonna happen again this time.
So we might get through this time, man.
They don't really have good chances, man.
What
I'll say
what you
that.
what you
I
mean
mean,
we? What you mean we?
I'm, I'm
Let
talking
me get
about
some.
the Fed. The Fed might get through. They might get
Yeah,
through.
man.
You mean they?
So man, hey, I got some cousins that use that stuff for so I got some cousins that use that stuff. I'm talking about my cousin, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that joker might get through there. I mean, why would they put this back up there again if they not doing anything different?
I mean, it's
Hey,
been up there for a couple times though, so it's the same thing as how Buckhead was trying to break away from Atlanta. That's not the first time this has happened. I tried to explain this to people, but so people was so up in rage and all this and that, and they didn't even know why they were, and they had so many reasons as to why it was about to happen and all this stuff. But politically, it made no sense, and you knew that it wasn't gonna happen, and lo and behold, it didn't happen no
Mm,
matter how much these people got behind it. And the thing is, you got to understand that it's the same way people try to, drive a lot of that stuff, especially with this political stuff. They try to drive that stuff by using one little problem, and then they blow that problem up. So in this case, a lot of people have been talking about like for countries is border security and all that stuff. So for the city, they were talking about crime and all this and how we can break away from the city and get our own police and all this stuff. And I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but it makes no sense in the long term because economically, you don't know what you're doing and like how you're messing up the economy of this city, of the whole metropolitan area. Because now you don't understand that you're gonna have to compete with Atlanta. So no, you're not gonna have the same tax base that you're doing all these studies on. Because people are gonna move from you and go to Atlanta, or you're gonna have to abate taxes, meaning that you're not collecting taxes on that tax base. So it's like, yeah, you sound smart, but it's not smart theoretically, yeah, okay, it could be smart, but no, that's not how real life works.
man, that wild. What they gonna do if they break apart? What they did? They gonna be able to be Buckhead? That's
See,
the
that's what
question.
it is. It was just gonna be Buckhead City, but then it was like people don't understand what that means. Like they're just looking at it as like, okay, we're just our own city now, and they thinking that yeah, that's a good thing, but you're not gonna have everything that you're banking on and everything in this study, and you're not even including a lot of things in this study that you have to include or that you're not even thinking about. So, you know, people know what's right though. According to these people, everybody knows what's right. Cause man, there's so many things going on right now, and people have so many opinions about so many different things, man.
Mhm. Exactly.
what the? Oh,
And y'all heard about FedEx CEO stepping down?
Did not hear that.
Man,
um,
that's pretty interesting, man. I thought those guys were doing well.
I thought so
Probably,
too. I'm pretty sure they are. I don't think they are doing bad.
I guess he just got tired and did his time.
I guess
Or at
so.
least
Yeah,
life
because
change.
those guys really aren't doing bad. They're actually looking pretty decent. Like I might actually want to buy those guys soon.
Mhm. Yeah, I
oh,
heard.
Dave and Buster's went down.
So Dave
Might
and
be a
Buster's
good.
did go down.
Yeah, it might be a good buy opportunity for tomorrow. They didn't
It
go down too much.
depends. It depends.
It
Depending on what
closed.
that gap looks like, because it might be a continuation to the downside. You might want to
It
just
closed at
get in on
48
that
and
short.
got as low as 38. But yeah, we'll know in the first 5 minutes of tomorrow.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
missed their earnings, not by much, but
They missed it. They gonna punish them for it.
I've seen weird stuff. Neo missed theirs, but hell, you can't tell.
Hey, it also depends on what that earnings call is about too. Because if the earnings call is
Yeah.
okay, they'll get behind it. Or if they had something that they see that's like they're projecting better numbers or something like that, that always gets the investors excited too.
Mhm. Man, you need a CEO that know how to speak to the people. Somebody like Hitler, somebody
Oh
who just
wow.
influence. Hey, you got to go there because Hitler, he could he could motivate people off of the craziest stuff though. It didn't matter what it was. They followed him. He got whatever policy he got behind, they got behind him with it. Like he knew how to sway people. He studied like stuff. I was looking at a documentary. He studied stuff like his body postures, and he took like thousands and thousands of photos or whatever. Like he would practice. Oh, okay, when I say this, I'm gonna like ball up my fist. I'm gonna make myself like big. I'm gonna do all those. It was all he rehearsed everything. But if you get like a CEO or somebody who just know how to work it, no matter how bad that balance sheet is or whatever, that stock gonna plummet initially when they let the news out. But then you got somebody who know what to say,
Inspire
and
some
Elon Musk, like somebody like that, where it can be pure trash. But then you get on that earnings call and smooth everything over.
Mhm.
That's what you need right there. That's your insurance policy.
Maybe we'll take the example of Musk instead of Hitler, but
Well, it's still valid. People don't like it, but hey, he had millions of people following him, and I mean, they agreeing to eliminate a whole race of people. I mean,
Hey, I
come on,
will say that I do admire how he can get people to believe something that he didn't even look like. They
right?
got a they had a they had a leader that tried to tell them that what the perfect race looked like, and he didn't even look like the perfect race.
really.
Like so how is this the leader? That always amazed me.
That's wild, man.
That always amazed me, man.
Mhm.
That John one fly over here.
Nope.
Everybody be questioning how they got to this point. What credentials do they have? All this stuff.
Uh,
Exactly. Yeah, they got too
Well,
many opinions and
I
things over
almost
here, like
said
what we just
something
was talking
to get
about.
us in trouble.
exactly. Literally.
Telling you.
So, y'all seen anything else about that war?
I haven't been keeping up with the war, to be honest. I know they're still fighting, but I kind of like checked out on the war.
Yeah,
Well,
Russia.
they weren't talking about the war today.
Oh nah.
Oh, they were talking about the other war.
A different fight.
The one on stage.
Right.
Yeah.
That's everybody.
And to be
Okay.
honest, man, like I'm just gonna say this. I really think that the thing was staged. Like when I first saw it, I thought it was staged. And even now, I'm still thinking that it's staged because there's no way that you come up on stage and you just slap me and then just walk calmly back to your seat. And it's just like nothing happened. Like,
But but then
what is
again, it's
going
like
on, man?
that's that was the realness of it because it's like I can't believe he just did that. Um, with everybody watching, like who thinks that's about to happen? Like, how would you respond to that? Like, what I saw was that one cares about his career and one don't. Not to say that that's going to really hurt Will Smith's career. Chris Rock, like, man, I know what I want to do, but I can't do it because I got all these folks here. So
But
it's
it's like,
like,
what really stopped you
Is
from doing it
is that
now since
he,
you've been
he thought
assaulted?
about it.
Like, if you've been assaulted though, what stops you from doing that? Because I mean, the door's already been open now, and like you've been assaulted. So it's like, if that's self defense, what's stopping you? I mean, it's not like you're gonna get in trouble.
No, but you know how it's going to be portrayed, whether it's like that or not. They're gonna see two black men fighting with each other. It's black on black. Oh, we always knew Chris Rock was like that, or whatever. How it's gonna be played out.
So I got two scenarios then.
All right.
One scenario, we gonna switch out Chris Rock and we gonna put somebody up there like
It
DC
matter
Young
who it
Fly or
was
something.
though.
We gonna switch out Chris Rock and we gonna put DC Young Fly up there and he gonna say the same joke. Is Will Smith coming up there to slap DC Young Fly?
Nope.
Just the fact that I don't know how you could stage that though. Like, why would you want to stage that of all the things to get publicity from?
I understand. I just want to know, like, is he slapping DC Young Fly? Because there's some guys out here who don't care. You slap them, they finna go ahead and turn with you on stage.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna be no you walk back off stage
And
type stuff. Like, they
He's
gonna
not getting
tag
away with
you up, jump on top of you, and like go to work. They gonna have to
he
get the security to get them off
was
of you.
get at the Cat Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, in a fight now, I think Will Smith probably still would have won. But you know, Cat Williams with his crazy stuff, he don't know what he gonna do.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like you got that part going on. And it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like, he could have just handled that better. Like if they felt that it was so distasteful and all this stuff, number one, you can't react by just being so
Yo,
weak and just
going up
laughing.
or just
And then you
slap.
just flip the script so fast and just now you on stage and you want to be slapping people. Like, come on now. That wasn't your initial reaction. You
Well,
Wow.
if you're gonna be the person that's slapping people, your initial reaction, you should have stood up and first off been irate. Then like, hold on, dude,
but he didn't
what
do
did you
it for him.
just say? If
He
you're
didn't
gonna
do
be
it
the
for him.
person that's storming the stage to slap somebody,
But did you look at the tape? You got to look at his initial reaction. Yeah, he personally thought the joke was funny.
that's what
He
I'm
thought the joke
saying.
was funny, and he
And then how
laughed.
you
But
just
wait, hold up now, hold up. But then look at what happens when he glances over at Jada and see that she's not smiling, that
No,
she's
but
not laughing. She pissed off about it. That's when he took it serious. He did that for her.
Jada
He
got
trying to
this
prove
man looking
himself to
crazy.
her.
So now my question is this: where was this energy when all these songs and all this stuff was being made? But we're not gonna go through all that.
Right, because that's not we know we got a feeling of what is true Will Smith, and that's what you saw right there wasn't, but that was him trying to prove himself to her, saying that hey, I've been labeled, you done drug me through the mud, and I've been labeled as a soft man, but this is how I'm trying to get rid of that whole stigma right there and show you to be like Tupac. Tupac, Tupac would have shut this dude up. I'm finna get up there and do this. And we know how much she loves for some Tupac. She's still talking about this man.
Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, like, do you warrant that? When you at a entertainment place, like you at an entertainment place and this is a comedian, so I mean,
I just
I want to know if it was real, if Chris Rock, like, I'm going to file some charges about this later and some legal stuff come up, because technically that's assault.
exactly. And I mean, everybody saw it.
Right.
that's probably why he played chill. He was like, "Oh yeah, I got your rich, but
got you now."
you got some money."
Exactly.
Give me some.
I mean, well, what kind of materials Chris Rock gonna be able to come up with now? Can he find a way out of this? Like, yeah, I remember that time Will Smith slapped the hell out of me. Like, but he the butt of the joke. Like,
He's just trying not to get canceled.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you got one man up there who worried about his career, because we hadn't heard anything about Chris Rock. Chris Rock might be trying to get back in or something like that, and it was like, well, I can't react the way I want to, because
Right.
that might hurt my chances of getting back in the spotlight.
That's fair.
Hey, so I'm sitting here, I'm reading the questions. I'm sorry. I'm reading some questions right now that we got posted, and that's the reason why I'm being a little quiet right now. Because we got some questions coming in talking about so how do we feel um when black people or men say that it's the man holding them back from success? Do y'all agree with that statement or not?
Well,
Or do you
first of all,
guys feel any pushback when it comes to making money? Do you all have any advice for black people who kind of have a victim mentality?
you have to first. I think that success is different for different people. So some people's success might be just the fame or whatever and being famous or whatever. But just because you're famous don't mean you got a lot of money. Some people's success means that, hey, I have a lot of money. So you have to define that. And that right there is different for everybody. And yeah, I do think some people have that victim mentality because there are lots of different routes to get to the same place and the same goal. And just because you you can't give people power over you to block a certain route. There are other ways to get there, and you can either stop on that route and just say and complain and say that you couldn't do it, but you could also just go another way. You can't just stop on your first opportunity
Yeah.
and just say, okay, this didn't work.
Yeah, I feel, man, like that victim mentality, like you said, man, that's just played out. Like, it's too many ways right now to make money. Like the digital age has brought in so many ways to make money that it's like, why would you not, take advantage of these opportunities? You got way too many opportunities. You can, of course, you got the normal stuff, cut grass, wash cars, things of that nature, all that type stuff. But now you got things where you can go out here, make videos and do promotion and stuff. You don't even have to learn how to use like a red camera or learn how to use Photoshop or learn how to use Final Cut or any of that stuff because it's kind of easy to do, and you can just get on the internet and do some stuff now. You can drop ship stuff like is you can learn whatever you want to learn on the YouTube now. So it's like all that stuff is so much access out here now to the point where it's really no excuse. Like if you don't have money, that's because you don't really want it. And that's just how I feel because whatever you want, you usually try really hard to get it.
I
Like when
want to go
people
back. I
want
want to go back to the. I want to go back to the man. Talking about the man.
yeah, because I mean like who is the man on top of
I'm gonna
that?
tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, the man can restrict you in certain environments.
Right. That's
Like y'all were just saying. If you choose to
Yeah,
go that route, then you choosing the hardest environment you to go in. You trying to make it hard for yourself, but you choose an environment where you ain't got to go to the man. Hey, then it's on you.
And
You know.
like you said, and like if you can't give people that power over you. Yeah, you switch, you go to a different realm. That influence does not carry over in all these different environments.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same.
Exactly, because the environment we in, it don't matter what the man talking about. Cause we can still learn the best. We got the best skill, best strategy. The man can't do nothing. You got your
exactly.
knowledge. The man can't take your knowledge from
And
Mhm.
that's all I'm saying. Like, whatever you want to learn, you actually can learn now. Like, internet teaches anything. Like,
you. Mhm.
anything you can learn out here, from coding to cooking to man, there's so many different things out here. You
I
can
know,
learn
man.
skills how to get better at sports and all that stuff on the internet now.
Yep.
Prostitution,
Wow.
OnlyFans, anything.
I mean, but then again, that is something that they do have on the internet. So I mean, like, it's so many things that you can do that is like I don't understand. Like, skill sets can be learned. You know.
Hey, if you trying to climb the ladder in the company though, yeah, you gonna have to be friends with the man. You gonna have to get in good with the man.
Yeah.
it depends on
Unless
the
you're trying to get your
industry.
own thing. Now, if you get your own thing, you don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. You don't have to jump through too many hoops. But
Exactly.
that's something that you got to want. And like I said, man, if you want something, you're going to try to figure out how to get it. And that's why I always tell people, like, if you really want this stuff, you really want to learn how to do something, you really, really want this stuff, you'll figure it out. You won't give up on it. Cause I mean,
Mhm.
like I didn't have a mentor when I was learning how to trade when I very first got on this stuff. Like I started at 18, but I was just long term investing at the time because at first I didn't know anything about this stuff. So I just opened up. I'm back with Scott Trade. So I'm on Scott Trade, opening up trades, not knowing really what I'm doing, but I'm holding them for long periods of time, So I'll buy something. I won't even come back to look at this thing for about a month or two. Like I'll forget I got it. I'll come back, look at it, see what's going on. And that's just how I thought things were supposed to go until I got opened up my you know to trading, like shorter term trading and not necessarily long term investing. And then I started seeing more things when I got into analytics classes and things of that nature and statistics and all that. And it's like, oh man, like, hmm, this right here, this right here is where I need to be at now. Screw this stuff over here. So then, working with the probability, statistics, all this other stuff, boom, boom, boom. Now, okay, I've opened up that door. But I got my butt kicked throughout this whole process. It wasn't a smooth process. I could have easily gave up while I was like 18, 19 in that time frame before I even got to this short term stuff. And then when I got to the short term stuff, I really could have gave up because that really would take some out of your pocket really fast if you don't know what you're doing.
You stepping on my toes.
So it's like, you know, with that
Yeah.
being said,
It's gonna be a journey anywhere that you're trying to go.
exactly. You just got to
It's gonna
stick
take
with it.
effort.
You can't, nothing that you do is going to be easy. I don't care if you trade. I don't care if you want to do music. I don't care if you want to be the owner of your own company, whatever you want to do. Even if you just want to be in your company and be a vice president or the CEO of some C-suite position in that part or a director or something, like that's not going to just come overnight and just come because you just barely showed up to work on time and you ain't barely do no work and all this stuff.
That's facts. That's an interesting question they dropped in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget the
So,
man.
hey, that's too funny.
That wasn't no real question. He wrote that himself
No, it's
for the
on here.
readers.
Go look at
I can't read.
it. Hey, but we have got to that point in time now on the show where we need to throw out some picks, y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Quite
ooh,
interesting picks right now.
Yeah,
man.
it is some
Y'all know
interesting stuff out here.
my favorite stock, unless something like real bad happening. I got two favorite stocks. Space and Neo. Space ain't doing nothing right now. But which is Virgin Galactic. I just call it Space, not to be confused with SpaceX.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
But
ticker
my pick,
SPCE.
yeah, my ticker, my pick is Neo. I love Neo. I just like the way it moved. Um, Last week I made a lot of money off of Oxy. Oxy is really liquid right now, but I mean it's up and down due to the gas prices and really the war and everything right there. That's really why it's volatile right now. But my pick for an upward move is gonna be Neo.
Okay, okay. Mm.
I know
Ain't
some
no
good
bad
stuff.
pick.
I was
What y'all,
checking. We
what
were
y'all
talking.
say, man?
Mm.
Let's see what we
Hey,
got.
I'm thinking I got one. I kind of like that FedEx play, and it was funny that we talked about the CEO leaving earlier because I do kind of like that FedEx play, and then I also kind of like Facebook too. I like both of those.
Now, since we going up that way, that Neo was my bargain pick. But when we talking about mega cap, oh boy, I got one that just showed up on my clearance sale scanner. Oh boy, I got Home Depot right now.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. Home Depot and Lowe's, man, both of those guys. I forgot about both
Home
of them.
Depot just hit. Oh my God, they closed today at 314. Check this out. End of December, they were at 417. Today they just hit 314.
Mm.
But you talking about some discount. You want
Yeah.
to load up on that. That's not a growth stock right there. So I mean, those sales and those numbers are gonna be driving it. That's like one of those pandemic companies. They shut down everything else. Guess what? Home
Mhm.
Depot didn't shut down.
Right.
Nope.
Hey, one other
Boy,
thing, another one that I liked was Verizon. That was another one that I liked too, since we talking about like some staple names.
Mhm.
Hey, them boys. Another thing about Lowe's and Home Depot, we got summer coming up. You know, a lot of people do home improvement around that time.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that's another catalyst for them.
We were talking about those. That's why I was checking on this Visa play from last week. And then Costco was another one I've seen. So I like a little bit of those pullbacks. But I'm still in the Visa one from last week. I'm gonna hold it at least see if I can get out of this to this 230 goal line here.
Sure. I also would say, I know that they really, putting some pressure on these mortgage rates too. So I keep an eye on the real estate area as well.
Hey, I saw some money flowing in the Mastercard, so that might be something to watch too.
I was looking at this IPO, Fundrise IPO. They're trying to get it same with real estate, but they're doing a lot of like that same type of using your money for different projects or different apartment complexes or new things that are being developed. So,
Hey, and speaking of that, they got a ETF out now that's called OZ for Opportunity Zones. I'll talk a little bit more about that on the next show though.
OZ.
Yep.
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
Well, that's the ticker name. So, but we do
Hey,
want to encourage everybody to head over to hackthemarketstrading.com where you can set up a free account or you can set yourself up a premium account. Either way, you'll get a little bit of value, but of course, the premium is going to give you the most value. That's where you'll be able to get a lot of insights from what we're looking at, some lists that we have, get access to our premium chat, videos, video analysis, webinars, all that good stuff. Um, One other thing is to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, like the Facebook page, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like a couple of our videos, and of course, comment, and that helps us out a lot. Gets us out to the algorithm and gets us out to more people. So, of course, share this with everybody that you know, especially people that's interested in investing, trading, or just learning about money in period, in general. Anything you guys want to add that I may have missed, or that you guys just got on your mind?
I just
hey,
want to say that you have basically inspired me to learn how to read. I need to do that.
uh,
I'm glad I inspired that, man.
right.
That's why I do the stock market because I ain't got to read. I just look at the
Yeah, you
pictures.
just look at little patterns and little charts and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, I already
pictures and
know,
the
man.
lines.
You good at finding little line patterns. I already know.
Yeah. TD Ameritrade has a great audio book.
Mm,
Saved my life.
there you go.
So that's all I got.
Well, if
hey,
all else, then we are out of here. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully, you guys have made some money by then, because I know we will have. So, until then, until next time, see you guys.